complex material handling, and automated assembly and test systems. AccuBuilt provides complete automation integration through experience, skill, and dedication.
Oak and Iron, located in downtown Jackson, offers casual dining for all. It's more than a restaurant. It's a tribute to the hard-working men and women who built this city from the ground up. It stands as a gathering place where past and present meet, where the legacy of bold ideas and strong hands lives on in every meal with an amazing menu for everyone to enjoy, including fabulous desserts. And that's not all. Oak and Iron offers a Sunday a la carte brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And on the third floor is the ever-popular Honky Tonk. Go to honkytonkjackson.com to check out upcoming events. Oak and Iron, globally inspired, locally crafted.
JTV and orthopedic rehab specialists bring you the ORS photo galleries, your front row seat to all the action in Jackson. Every week, JTV is out in the community, capturing stunning full HD images of local events, festivals, and high school sports. Don't miss a moment. Head to jtv.tv now to browse, relive the excitement, and purchase prints of your favorite highlights.
Michigan's future is built on grid. Crews on the ground and in the air, modernizing the grid to reduce outages. Engineers planning for what's next. Steady work, securing the systems you depend on every day. Around 75 cents of every dollar is reinvested directly into securing the electric grid, supporting homes, businesses, and communities across Michigan, season after season. Michigan, you can count on us.
Looking for the best selection in Jackson? Super Liquor is your one-stop shop for all things spirits, wine, and beer. From top-shelf liquors to local craft beers, we've got everything you need to make your next party unforgettable. Stop by Super Liquor in Jackson today, where every visit is a reason to celebrate. Super Liquor, your local spot for the finest drinks at the best prices.
Hungry for the best burgers in town? Head to West Point Lounge, where every bite is made fresh and full of flavor. Join us for awesome lunch and dinner specials and enjoy that classic hometown vibe that keeps folks coming back. Family owned since 1955, West Point Lounge has been serving the Jackson community for over 70 years. Whether you're dining in or carrying out, choose West Point Lounge in Jackson, where great taste and good times always meet.
We are back at the River and Rail Food Hub, located at 137 West North Street on the site of Michigan's historic First State Prison. Founder and executive director of Grow Jackson, Jacob Inocencio, had a vision of taking the farmers market to an all-new level, and his vision is coming alive. There's so many things happening, and it's only getting bigger. Like today, as we're celebrating the Basil Festival, and Linda Steele Everett is contributing to the event with her delicious basil beer bread.
Well, I acquired the recipe for beer bread from my mother-in-law, and I thought, wow, we're doing all this basil stuff. I want to put some basil in it. So I may have used dried basil, crushed basil when I originally made it, but the flavor is amazing.
It really is, and I love the texture of that bread. So that's beer bread?
Beer bread. Yeah, it looks like self-rising flour and a can of beer.
Wow.
Pretty simple.
And that's the starter, and then do you add things to it if you want to, or?
I think you could probably do anything you wanted with it, yeah.
No
Usually
kidding.
something savory is kind of...
Gosh, it sounds so good, and I just thought, you know, she could use that basil dough and you could make a pizza with it if you wanted to, right? Like, I don't know.
Good, yes.
So what else do we have here? Is this pasta?
This is from Love Pasta, the restaurant.
Yeah.
I ran into Ridge one day when I was there for lunch, and we kind of bonded, and I told him about basil, and I told him about the book, and I'm just like,
yeah,
you gotta have this book.
Yeah. So we're at the Happy Camper Cafe, which is just one of the vendors here at the event. And as you can see, they take these events seriously, as far as today being the Basil Pesto Festival, right? She's incorporated pesto into most of her items, many of her specialty drinks, and even a turkey mozzarella pesto panini, which sounds pretty awesome, actually. And then we have basil blueberry matcha, lattes, tea, just a lot of spirit and involvement, when it comes to these community events. And no matter what you want, whether it's a drink or a sandwich, these guys frequently join this event, and it's really nothing to miss. We would grab a word with her, but she's so busy, it's almost impossible. So just make sure to check it out on your own. The Happy Camper Cafe is a staple around here, and we want them to stick around. So you guys got to check it out.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when my skies are gray. Never know, dear, how much I love you. Baby, don't you take my sunshine away.
The Purple Rose Theater in Chelsea takes a handcrafted artisanal approach to producing new and classic American plays that are truly one-of-a-kind experiences. Our vision is to be the beacon of American theater, and we create fresh, original productions that get our audiences talking amongst themselves and feeling something new. From our world premiere productions to our American classics, come spend an evening with us. Visit purplerosetheater.org for more information. The Purple Rose, home of world-class original American theater.
A strong economy is more than GDP or the stock market. It's about the success of businesses like yours and the people who make it possible. Michigan Works Southeast is here to help you invest in your most precious asset, your workforce. Our team of experts are equipped with a robust toolbox to serve your talent needs. Each year, we connect hundreds of employers to competitive grants and qualified talent, creating a better future for their business and the community at large.
We are excited to share that RX Kids has launched in the city of Jackson and Blackman Charter Township. RX Kids is an innovative maternal and infant health program that provides direct cash support with no strings attached to eligible pregnant individuals and families with newborns, helping reduce financial stress during pregnancy and a child's first months of life. As the local champion organization for RX Kids, Center for Family Health is committed to helping ensure families throughout our community are aware of and able to access this opportunity. Please reach out to our community health worker team with any questions regarding RX Kids.
Wow, that's an old picture. What you looking at?
It's Jackson District Library's new website. They have tons of historical images, many of Jackson County, and obituaries that go back to the 1800s. The Jackson District Library even has archived issues of every Jackson citizen patriot since 1849. Talk about detailed history. The Jackson District Library has it. All available to library card members. Rediscover forgotten history at myjdl.com/Jackson History. Your timeline to Jackson's past.
Kids' summer movies at the Michigan Theater are back on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays this summer, sponsored by the Kiwanis Club of Jackson and Consumers Energy. Movies are at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m., and doors open 30 minutes prior. Admission is $1. A pop and popcorn combo is $4. Visit MichiganTheater.org or the Michigan Theater of Jackson Facebook page for the complete schedule.
Kibbe Cobb Deli, open 7 days a week, offers a wide variety of signature sandwiches, soups, flatbread pizza, gourmet hot dogs on homemade hot dog buns, bagel sandwiches, deli meats, sides, and much more. Check us out on Facebook for the complete menu. And just a couple storefronts down is the Iron Bark Brewing Company. This is a popular spot for terrific craft beers, the same amazing food as offered at Kibbe Cobb Deli, live music, and great people. Kibbe Cobb Deli, and Iron Bark Brewing Company, both located on Kibbe Road in Jackson.
Food Circus is visiting the River and Rail Food Hub, located at 137 West North Street on the site of Michigan's historic First State Prison. And today is a special day because we're celebrating the Basil Festival, reborn from the 1980s classic Oh Boy Basil Festival, created by Marilyn Hampstead, with the variety of basil and special ways you can cook with it. I'm excited because manager of the Grand River Farmers Market and River and Rail Food Hub, Dodie Wheeler, is going to help me make some basil pesto. Check it out.
Well, it's not just pesto, it's legendary pesto. The recipe is from Marilyn Hampstead, who is the legacy founder of the Oh Boy Basil Festival, founded in the 80s out in Parma, Michigan.
That's so cool. I mean, she has such a great story, too.
She does.
And we're going to try to follow her recipe. It's not going to be, see, she has, one of the recipes here is for pasta in specific, which they have used. They've used her basil to make some products around here, haven't they?
Love Pasta actually took the basil recipe, brought us some samples that are here available if anybody wants to come actually try it.
It's so awesome. And now we're going to put together a quick version of basil pesto. So for you at home that don't know what it is or haven't made it before, it's actually very simple. Very simple group of ingredients. So right now, today we have pine nuts, okay? Toasted pine nuts, which you want to make sure you toast ahead of time. We have 3 beautiful garlic cloves that were provided to us by a local.
Yep, Norman's Gourmet Garlic right out in Parma. Brought them in to us today.
And it does smell fantastic. I have 3 cloves of that. We have some fresh basil, and this is from Maryland, isn't it?
Yes, Marilyn actually harvested that from her garden herself.
So you know this is the very
Just brought
best.
it in.
The very best, okay. And then we have a little olive oil. And if you're going to make the pasta, you definitely want to add some of the warm water. We might not need to do that with our pesto today, but we'll see. So this is so easy. Parmesan cheese, if I didn't mention, all right, we have some shredded Parmesan cheese we have to add to this. But toasting the pine nuts is probably the most difficult part of this recipe, and that's not very difficult. So you really just want to put them on a pan over a low to medium heat for a few minutes until you see a little golden brown in color and you can smell the oils from the pine nuts, and then they're ready to go. So then you literally mix the stuff together in the blender. So we have a little blender here, Dodie, and we have a little bit of Parmesan that I had in there from before, so don't worry, it's clean. And we're gonna take about a 1/4 cup of pine nuts, toasted pine nuts, okay? And we're gonna just pulse once or twice first to get these chopped up if we can. If I can figure out how to do this, hang on a second. Just a few, but not too much. Then we're gonna add our fresh garlic. And yes, it is raw garlic, okay? But it's really good for you. And we just throw it right in there. And we're gonna pulse it a few more times. We got to make sure we're doing Maryland's basil justice here.
That's correct.
I mean, this is serious,
Absolutely.
okay?
Absolutely imperative.
Now, we're going to take the basil, and she mentioned you just pull it from, you know, the stalk, of course, and we can literally almost fill this thing up, because with basil pesto, a little bit, well, this all will look so fluffy and full in here, but it will be ground down into next to nothing, so we can put a bunch in here. Oh, it smells so good. Basil's in the mint family, so it does have a resemblance, but definitely a distinction too. But this is some beautiful basil.
Thank you.
Marilyn, this is the master. There she is, right here. This is Marilyn.
She's
who
making sure my kitchen window.
brought this basil.
I grew up in Detroit, and I went to a high school that gathered kids from all over.
Yeah.
So I made friends with an Italian girl.
Yeah.
And I got invited to their house.
Yeah.
And that's where I had pesto for the first time.
Wow.
And learned about how to grow San Marzano tomatoes.
Yes. Those are the most prized tomato as far as especially canned making tomato sauce, marinara, home, real red sauce. The San Marzano tomato is where it's at. You grow those too?
Oh, yes.
Oh my goodness.
So this year only one plant, but they're very productive.
Yeah. You don't need a lot, do you? And this basil's so beautiful.
How's he doing? I want to make sure he's doing this.
I'm trying to fill up as much as I can because it just grounds down into next to nothing when we get done.
May I make a suggestion?
Sure you can. trying to learn from the master.
Pulse.
Pulse it first.
Yeah,
I did.
pulse it as you go. Put in a few drops of olive oil.
Just a few drops?
Yep.
Okay. This isn't where we're doing the emulsion yet. This is just to get it to soften up.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
See? Because it just shrinks right back down in there for you. It gives you more space to add more basil, right?
Yep. The more it's ground, the flavor changes.
Yeah.
So you want to pulse really quickly.
Like small bursts, not
Yep.
not along, not
Yep.
not line.
Yeah. Like 3 or 4 pulses, and that's it.
Oh man.
You're doing good.
Well, I do like basil and I love pesto. So when they said that you can come and join in the demo, I thought, why not? I mean, I just love pesto anyway. You just add a couple more drops of oil when you do this step too?
Yeah.
Oh, I might have put a few more than a few drops.
Kind of grease the skin.
Yes. There you go. Still, see, it's starting to resemble. Now it's getting a little closer. Now you add more, a little more, don't you?
Yep. This man is not dressed well.
Not for that hot outdoors.
Well, I
Need
think
the
he needs an
representing
apron.
the basil apron.
There you go.
I'd be happy to put that on.
And I'll tie it in the
See,
back.
the
You got
basil, and this even has the recipe right on it.
It
So
sure
if you're
does.
having any issues remembering, this will solve your problems, okay? And that's the way that it needs to be. So did you love pesto the first time you ever had it?
Absolutely blew my mind.
Yeah, me too. It blew my mind too. It really did. I think it's so cool that you fell in love with it, you know, like when you did, and brought the popularity of that item to a small knit community that probably had never heard of it.
Well, the farm drew people from all over the United States.
Yeah,
So it wasn't local.
right. You were supplying it to a lot of people, weren't you?
Yep.
How many? Thousands.
Well, we were a mail order nursery primarily,
Yep.
so we were shipping herbs as live plants,
Yeah.
about 300 varieties, all
Wow.
over the country. We only offered about 15 varieties of basil.
There are so many, aren't there? I mean, I love the purple basil, and I saw that we have some of that here too, but there are so many different versions of it. A little few more pulses.
Yep.
Then we get to start adding a little bit of Parmesan, don't we? And then you add a little more oil, but you have to be blending it while you add that part, I think.
The technique is different when you're using the Ninja than when you're using
Oh yeah, regular food processor, huh? Okay, so see the texture? That's where we're at right now.
Yep. That's about perfect. Now add your cheese, please.
How much you suggest, Marilyn?
Come on. Okay, that should be enough.
It's about good?
Yep.
Just pulse a few times first?
Yep.
Then the oil?
Yep. Okay, let's see what we got going. Okay, show him.
This is what it looks like.
Smells
We're getting
wonderful.
there. Yeah, you can really smell that basil.
So good.
Now a little oil?
Yep.
Yes, now see, typically you would open the top of your food processor and drizzle this in a little as you're pulsing it.
Yep.
And we can't do that here. So we're gonna just try to kind of eyeball it and go little by little maybe.
No, because you don't want to.
Don't want too much at once, right? Did I not put enough in yet?
Yeah, put a little more. Okay.
Right
You
about
don't
that.
want to overprocess. Oh, the basil festival.
Right. Hold this up.
Perfect.
That's about good? And that's about all you need, huh? So I'll tell you what I have learned, okay, already, just today in this short, simple demonstration, is that I have to imagine the majority of all chefs pulse the hell out of this more than they need to.
Yeah.
Is that true?
They kill it, and it changes
The
flavor.
flavors?
Yep.
Does the lemon help keep it green, doesn't it? Keep it bright green, or does it help with that process at all?
Yeah.
And I never always put lemon juice in mine. So you can see about the thickness of it, and you can actually see when it's clear on the sides, you can see the texture. and whether or not you blended it too much or not. But this makes me nervous. This blade makes me so nervous, you know, because it's only blending it at the bottom, and I want it to be mixed evenly. But, yeah.
Oh, you're fine.
That's good, huh?
Yeah.
That's what we want. So see, you want there to be some texture. This would be, see, this is real regular pesto, but I would call it the rustic pesto, because it's less blended, and I like that a lot better. But look, it's still completely blended, the oil, there's no separation there. So she's achieved the emulsion, and that's only because of her expert calculations on exactly how much of each ingredient to put in. And she did that all by eye, by the way.
Are you going to taste it? You going to taste it?
Well, if I can. And listen, I don't need any seasonings or anything, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use a basil muffin.
There's forks there too, Adrian.
Just because.
And this is Linda's recipe, right?
Yep.
I'm going to use a little bit of this.
Linda is around here. There's Linda. That's her recipe.
Where? This is your recipe?
It
It's
is.
delicious.
Thank you.
Yes, and now we have the homemade Maryland pesto with the basil muffin. Oh. You don't need salt and pepper.
Nope.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Yep.
You get salt from the Parmesan. And if you wanted a little saltier, you could add a tiny bit if you wanted to, but you could also just add a little more Parmesan cheese. Maryland, it's delicious.
Thank you.
I knew it was going to be delicious, okay? I had no doubts whatsoever. But the extra special thing for me was getting the guidance from the master. Be sure to visit the Grand River Farmers Market, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Friday next to the Grand River Brewery, and on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the River and Rail Food Hub. This place is amazing, perfect for the whole family to enjoy, and they're only getting started. Much more to come. Special shout out to Linda Steele Everett, Dodie Wheeler, Jacob Inocencio, and of course the star of the Basil Festival, Marilyn Hampstead, for teaching me the right way to make some unbelievable basil pesto. Until next time, I'm Adrian Sharp, and you've been watching Food Circus.
Welcome back to Manufacturing Matters Jackson, the first and only television show and podcast dedicated to celebrating and supporting the manufacturing industry of Jackson County, Michigan. My name is Keith Gillenwater, and I'm the President and CEO of Accelerate Jackson County.
And I'm Olivia Steele, Executive Director of JAMA.
Awesome. Olivia, what has been going on in the world of JAMA?
Training. But the last couple of weeks, it's been golf outing. So JAMA's golf outing is August 24th.
Okay.
And we are almost sold out. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Where do people find out more about your golf outing if they want to try to get that last registration spot?
JacksonJAMA.org. Scroll down to the bottom of that homepage and click on the golf outing that's listed under the events.
Awesome. Well, so I have organized a number of golf outings. I used to be a chamber director in Indiana before I came here. Speaking of chamber directors, we can kind of get into that a lot deeper later this episode. But my question for you is, do you keep it like traditional golf outing, or do you do fun games and things like that?
So last year, Kelly And Katie from the Shop Rat Foundation came out and did a game as for the AMTC. So trying to get some extra funding for the building. But other than that, it's really just a traditional golf outing. We do have a couple of sponsors that want to have tables, and sometimes they'll have games and such. So we'll have a couple of those this year, and we're still trying to figure out whether or not we're going to do one for AMTC campaign.
Yeah. So my experience has been the games I think are fun because I'm a hack golfer at best. And the traditional people who take it very serious do not like air cannons and things like that. And so it's always it's a mixed bag no matter what you do. So.
Well, and if we sell out, then having those games makes the day longer. So we try to limit how many of those extra things we do because otherwise we'll be there all night long.
Well, you should never have me organize your golf outing then.
Well, what's going on at Accelerate Jackson?
You know, we've got a lot going on right now. I mean, I think I've said this the last couple of months as we've recorded these shows, but like the amount of work that we're doing right now and that keeps coming across our table has been pretty tremendous, right? And so that's great. We're right now we're sitting on a press release with the state for a new business to Jackson County that does some cool and exciting tech things, right? And so I think that's really exciting for us. Since we recorded last, I've had quite a bit of travel as well, including some international travel to go and talk to a company that has or is making an investment here in Jackson County. And so that was fun. That's also exhausting, right? Upcoming event, October 15th at American One Event Center. We always partner with the Chamber of Commerce, Jackson County Chamber of Commerce, on the Economic Summit. And so more details will be coming on that as well. So it's a great time. We've got our FAM tour coming up this fall with site consultants that we bring in to really showcase what Jackson County has to offer, to show that there's an opportunity for businesses and that kind of thing here. And so it's a lot on our plate, and we're excited about it.
Awesome.
So,
yeah, everybody's busy.
Yeah. You want to maybe talk about what we've got on the show today?
Yeah. So we'll have Ryan from the Jackson County Chamber and Misty from Michigan Works Southeast.
Yeah. I'm excited about them, and so we've had Michigan Works on our last year on our podcast only before, and we had Ryan, but we didn't get to talk about some of the exciting things. I think when Ryan was on last year, I think we were talking about the
ESTA.
ESTA, yes.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember the term. I was just thinking the Sick Time Act. And so it would be exciting to be able to dive into all the exciting things that we're collectively working on. So stay tuned, and after the break, we'll have Ryan Tarrant from Jackson County Chamber and Experience Jackson, and Misty Shelters from Michigan Works Southeast joining us.
The world is advancing at a fast rate, some say faster than ever before. Who would have thought 20 years ago that cars would be driving themselves and the machines that make them would operate autonomously as well? As fast as the world is moving, there's one resource that's needed to fuel the future. That's you. U.S. Staffing has been fueling the advancement in the world, one person at a time. Because partnering with our team isn't just a good decision, it's being a part of something big. Start your journey today at usstaffingagency.com.
Hungry for the best burgers in town? Head to West Point Lounge, where every bite is made fresh and full of flavor. Join us for awesome lunch and dinner specials and enjoy that classic hometown vibe that keeps folks coming back. Family owned since 1955, West Point Lounge has been serving the Jackson community for over 70 years. Whether you're dining in or carrying out, choose West Point Lounge in Jackson, where great taste and good times always meet.
A strong economy is more than GDP or the stock market. It's about the success of businesses like yours and the people who make it possible. Michigan Works Southeast is here to help you invest in your most precious asset, your workforce. Our team of experts are equipped with a robust toolbox to serve your talent needs. Each year, we connect hundreds of employers to competitive grants and qualified talent, creating a better future for their business and the community at large.
Welcome to the David Rice Show, your dynamic source for all things Jackson sports. From high school games to the Spartans and Wolverines, we're covering it all. NFL highlights, area golf tournaments, and so much more. Join us as we showcase local athletes and bring you the biggest sports news you don't want to miss. New episodes Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on JTV and wherever you get your podcasts. Let's celebrate Jackson sports together.
For many years, funeral homes have been raising their prices, while at the same time lowering their level of service. At Hampton Funeral Homes, we believe in the exact opposite. We've invested in you by providing comfortable and state-of-the-art facilities so that we can serve your family the way you deserve. If you've had a poor or disappointing funeral experience in the past, let us show you what a professional and caring funeral home looks like. Visit one of our locations to make your arrangements today.
Chelsea State Bank. Invest in your community. Bank with us.
I'm Dr. Firas Belbisi from the Dental Experience, and I chose Chelsea State Bank because they make me feel like a person, not a number.
Hi, I'm Erin from Farm Suds. We choose Chelsea State Bank because they treat us like family.
Chelsea State Bank. Invest in your community. Bank with us.
At the UPS store, not every small business needs the same thing, but every small business needs something. We're the one-stop, right around the corner, everything you need so you can be unstoppable store. The UPS store. The UPS store locations are independently owned. Product services, pricing, and hours may vary. See Center for details.
For over 80 years, Raymond has been a partner in growth, helping individuals, governments, and businesses optimize their path to success.
From tax, audit, and wealth management to technology and HR solutions, our specialized teams offer deep expertise tailored to your industry and your goals. We provide the forward-thinking solutions you need to navigate today and lead tomorrow.
Our commitment goes beyond the bottom line. We empower people and organizations so we can all strengthen the communities we call home.
That's why we proudly support local champions and invest our time in keeping our community growing.
Raymond, empower your purpose.
Welcome back to Manufacturing Matters Jackson. We're joined today by Ryan Tarrant, President and CEO of Experience Jackson and the Jackson County Chamber of Commerce, and Misty Schulters, Deputy Director of Michigan Works Southeast. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So can we maybe start by just having you tell us a little bit about EJ and the Chamber and Michigan Works Southeast?
Sure. For us, Experience Jackson is the destination marketing organization for all of Jackson County. And so we've transitioned from, what you normally think of as a destination marketing organization or a convention and visitors bureau that puts up billboards and does those things and markets a community, and have really invested pretty heavily on destination development. And so you're seeing things like there's an RFP out right now for trail building at Ella Sharp Park. And, those are the types of infrastructure that we can invest in because it not only brings visitors in, but it also improves the quality of life for our residents and helps with that talent attraction piece. On the chamber side, we obviously have sort of led Drive Jackson, the county's 20-year vision plan, and have started the implementation phase, but also do traditional chamber things like we partner with Keith and Accelerate Jackson County on our annual economic summit, a number of other kind of educational and higher level events, and then obviously small business supports and encouraging folks to go shop local.
Awesome.
Great. Yeah. So Michigan Works Southeast, we are a 5-county region. We cover Washtenaw, Hillsdale, Lenawee, Livingston, and of course Jackson County, providing employment and training services to both career seekers and employers, as well as providing adult education services in 3 of our 5 counties. So we work with individuals on what their employment and training goals are, maybe tuition assistance, with our employers, incumbent training, registered apprenticeship training, and also just helping them with talent recruitment and all that goes into ensuring they have a strong pipeline.
Awesome.
Yeah. So can you tell us maybe a little bit about some of the grant funding available for businesses?
Absolutely. And so we are state and federally funded, and sometimes we have the opportunity to be locally funded through foundation grants. And so with our employer partners, we have what is called incumbent worker training dollars that helps upskill folks that perhaps they've started within the business, they're showing some promise of being someone that they want to invest in and they want to learn. And so these dollars can help offset the extraordinary costs of upskilling that individual so they can continue to be not only competitive themselves, but help the business be competitive in this market. Additionally, we have what's called on-the-job training. And so for individuals that perhaps have all of those soft skills, right? They know how to show up, they can work in a team, they have a great attitude, but they need additional technical skill training. On-the-job training can help offset the costs of onboarding that individual through their initial training phase. And so these dollars help the company continue to grow their workforce, continue to help the community, individuals gain work skills, and just help thrive in the community.
Awesome. So some of your funding comes from the state, right? So you get some federal funding as well. How has that been trending?
Well, in the last couple years, it has been trending downward for us. It is causing us to prioritize training requests a little differently than we had in the past. Specifically, Going Pro Talent Fund, that grant is a state-ran program. We are going into our 12th year in 2027. Those dollars in the last 3 years have gone from what was funded at $55 million, although we had $110 million statewide in asks. So it wasn't even supporting about 50% of what was the need, has gone from 55 down to the recent budget for 27 approved $14.5 million statewide. So that's a significant reduction that we are going to have to rely on our partners and other resources and really prioritize those trainings to ensure that we're still helping businesses be competitive and our career seekers and those that are employed stay competitive as well.
That's frustrating from an economic development standpoint, right? It's frustrating from a workforce standpoint, from what Olivia and I spend a lot of time talking about when we go out and meet with companies. It's got to be frustrating for you as well on the advocacy side, you know, to see these hallmark programs that get held up as shining examples when we are out of state talking to site consultants, to see that funding continuing to track downwards.
Yeah, I mean, and it's across the board in a lot of these really successful programs. I mean, I remember a couple of years ago when we were at that $55 million, and we knew there was $110 million in asks, and we're part of a statewide coalition of chambers, you know, and across the state, we're all advocating for them to fund that at $110 million. Yeah. So to keep cutting it and getting down to 10% of what the asks are, for a program that's wildly successful. I mean, it's no different than us with Pure Michigan. I mean, you know, some of these partnerships that we have that we're able to do with Pure Michigan because they come in with some of that funding, you know, they've been cut by a third, from 35 million to 11 million. I mean, you're talking about, you know, the probably most successful tourism campaign in history. So,
absolutely.
So yeah, I mean, you know, the businesses see it, we hear about it, we continue to advocate for it, and I know our partners around the state are doing the same. But you know, the budget this year was significantly smaller than it was last year. I mean, they cut what $8 billion out of the budget. So.
Well, let's switch to maybe something a little more exciting and
talk
about
something
Drive.
Uplifting.
Yeah, let's talk about Drive Jackson. All of our organizations are involved in that, and the chamber's kind of leading that. So you want to talk about it?
Sure. So like we talked about earlier, that's the county's 20-year vision plan, sort of touches all things Jackson. Drive Jackson came out of the people of Jackson County. There were 1,300 individuals who engaged in this process through pop-ups, through online surveys. They gave us almost 6,000 kind of data points that we could look at. And so out of that came these 4 goal areas and 54 different strategies that touch workforce and education, housing and economic development, the quality of life that we have here, and then public health and safety. And so, we created the Vision Council. Keith serves on that with me, and that's really where we bring all the funders together in the community and sort of align what those giving strategies look like along with Drive Jackson, so that we're constantly moving it forward and aligning things in the community and always saying what's next, versus just kind of being happy with what we have today. And so, we're seeing things move much more quickly now. I mean, you look at the initiatives that have come out of this that are tied back to these strategies with RX Kids, which is, where expectant mothers are given a cash payment, and then for the first 6 months of a baby's life, they get $500. Grow Jackson's capital campaign to move out into the armory and bring the farmers market and put a beer garden and have a patio, and how quickly that all came together from, sort of the end of January to now. And then we're talking workforce and talent attraction. I mean, the talent attraction retention program that we've all partnered on with Build in Jackson, which is partnering with the city for 100 homes. And so we're targeting 18 to 35-year-olds. We've almost filled our cohort of 10. We have 9 approved people. Some of them are from places like Clarkston, Tennessee, North Carolina. These are people who are moving into Jackson, into the city, which, just gained population for the first time in 75 years last year. And so, Jackson's really on the upswing, I think, in terms of that talent attraction and that quality of life that we're seeing.
Mm-hmm. I think, I'm glad you brought up Building Jackson. Obviously, that's something that we've all been a part on. And, I think our audience should know that the 4 of us, and there's a handful of other organizations, we spend an inordinate amount of time together, right?
We really do.
Which is great, though, right? Because it means all of these entities are actually working together, that we are actually trying to do things, right? We all know what our lane is on that. And I think that's what's been awesome about since I've moved to Jackson County, to kind of move into that environment. And I'd like to think I had a small piece of putting that together. I know Ryan, obviously Olivia, and Michigan Works and Missy's team. And so I think that's amazing, right? One of the things about Building Jackson, I also wanted to say, is I was in New York last week talking to site consultants, and I had our Building Jackson flyer there. And, when I hand over my folder and I just go through a couple of the pieces in there, and people say, oh, you were given $50,000-$60,000 of down payment assistance in the city on a home. And it's just, people get gobsmacked by that, right? It's crazy. And so I think it's amazing, and it's just a testament to some of these things we're able to build here in the community.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at, they surveyed young people in that 18 to 35-year-old range, and 70% of them say they would look at moving to a new community if there was down payment assistance tied to it, which is why we're sort of seeing this, right? I mean, and we're sweetening the pot, obviously. We're offering a bike or a kayak to them once they're approved. We've got some wraparound services. I know that trailing spouse from Misty's jumped in and said, hey, we'll help if there's a trailing spouse who's looking for a job. And just kind of on through that first year to really make sure that they don't just move here, but they stick.
Well, our audience primarily, I mean, where manufacturing matters, right? We're talking, celebrating manufacturing, supporting manufacturing. So, I mean, this is a type of program that our manufacturers can take advantage of, right? When they're trying to recruit a new employee, to try to get them to build and get those roots into the city because they're less likely to leave, right?
Yeah. And they're not all people with a college degree. I mean, some of them are skilled trades. And blue collar, and that's exactly what we want here, is that diverse mix of workforce for our employers.
And they want a place to be able to call home right? And so some of this Build It Jackson is bringing in all of those specialties that these organizations offer and creating that comprehensive package that is really attractive to somebody coming into the community.
Second most generous in the country.
Ooh, nice.
Awesome.
I didn't know that stat.
That's awesome. Me neither.
Yeah. Only New York City has a larger down payment assistance
Get
program.
out of here. That's awesome.
It's in New York.
And your money doesn't go as far in New York City.
Yeah.
Right,
No,
right.
For sure.
Spent $45 on a Caesar salad last week.
Oh my
So
goodness.
You're
Yeah.
right.
Yes. Yes.
Wow. Well, can we talk a little bit about maybe what the workforce committee for Drive Jackson is working on?
Yeah, so that's one that all four of us serve on, and this gets back to those partnerships we were talking about, right? So Jackson College a couple of years ago applied for and received a grant for $1 million to drive enrollments into Jackson College for Reconnect. And out of this, we're a sub-recipient of this grant to develop a workforce development collaborative. We engaged with Public Policy Associates, did an environmental scan of our various credentials and workforce agencies, and with all of the great workforce agencies that we have here doing work in Jackson County, we kind of thought, okay, there's got to be some redundancy here, right? People doing the same thing, and it wasn't at all that there was redundancy. It's that I think people weren't always aligned on okay, Jackson College does this, and JAMA does this, and Michigan Works does this. And so, we've brought that entire group together under one collaborative to start talking about not only how do we drive enrollments to Jackson College and raise our educational attainment, because in Jackson County we're at 33.4% who have a degree and associates or above, but also how do we get more credentials? And how do we work with ShopRat and make sure that we're creating that pipeline of talent for our manufacturers direct from K-12 into the manufacturing community, so that long term they continue to have that workforce that they need available to them.
And I think one of the key aspects of this group too is going to be that exposure to career opportunities at a young age and developing that interest. We could all sit here and think about our first probably couple jobs, right? And they are not what we're currently doing now, right? I mean, I was a can girl back at Meijer in the day when these machines were not automatically weighted, so you can only imagine the things people put in plastic bottles.
I learned everything I needed to know at a family Polish restaurant waiting tables.
Yes, right? And so having the opportunity to explore in a hands-on and talk to folks that are in the industry and really learn the type of interests that align with the careers and the type of skill set that they need, and then connect with training facilities like JAMA or Jackson College where they can then get on that pathway. Michigan Works coming in and helping them with their tuition assistance, potentially barriers like transportation, or maybe they need a hard hat and steel boots and they don't have the funding for that. Like those that are eligible can jump in. And so we just bring what we all specialize in together. We're all working towards workforce development, right? Helping our manufacturers, helping our healthcare facilities, all of those different businesses in Jackson. And when we come together with our unique approach, I mean, for me, it's exciting. So
yeah, and I think you look at it. We talked about Build in Jackson, and that's the immediate talent attraction. Let's bring people in, and then we've got the collaborative that's thinking in the longer term, right? And then you start looking at having conversations about third grade reading levels in Jackson County. And raising that educational attainment, because that's the really long term. Is what are these kids doing as they get to 8th grade, as they get to 12th grade, to be able to make sure that they reach that point where they're reading to learn versus learning to read.
Yeah.
Good point. Oh, go ahead.
Nope.
So again, when we kind of talk about some of our audiences for trying to celebrate manufacturing, right? And I think about Build in Jackson. Obviously, we were talking about the Build in Jackson program, but thinking about Drive Jackson. What in that would resonate with our manufacturers? The things that come to mind for me, we've kind of taken the lead on Goal C things, right, around economic development. But what do you think are the low-hanging fruit opportunities for that? And then where do you see might really resonate with our manufacturing community?
Well, I'll give you a great example. I mean, I use this all the time. Is Lomar is a manufacturer.
And a previous guest, maybe in March, I think.
Okay.
Maybe?
Yeah, great people. So they asked Lexi Milliken, our community growth fellow, to come out, and once a month they do an all-employee meeting, and Lexi presented Drive Jackson to all of their employees. Well, they invited in their superintendent. After that meeting, they continued those conversations with the superintendent, brought in principals, and what they learned was Hanover Horton Schools doesn't have a tech hub for their students. And so they're sort of leading the charge to help raise the dollars for the tech hub to open at Hanover Horton Schools. Fast forward, I had another conversation with them. They're now starting housing conversations with the village and the township about, workforce housing. How do they make sure that their employees have access to that? We're talking to them about developing a pilot project where, we started to hear people say, well, that company may not hire somebody from Jackson, or it's really hard to get hired in Jackson. And so, I think there's a little bit of a disconnect. We've talked about that educational piece and those certificates. And, what if instead of an outright rejection, we were able to just click a button in our CRM and not only send them that, sorry, we moved in another direction, but here's why you didn't get selected. You don't have these credentials. And then have our workforce agencies or JAMA or JC actually reach out to them and say, you're 26, you qualify for free college tuition, or we offer this certification program for this job you applied for and didn't get. Come down and let's help you get there. And so it helps with that disconnect of why people aren't getting hired, and then also moves them forward into a higher paying career.
Yeah, so that was one of my ideas many moons ago, when I was talking to an employer, and I was like, but wait a minute, you're getting all of these resumes and applications. Why can't you send them off to us? Oh, we can't do that, but there's ways around that. If you're just communicating and talking to the applicant to say,
We're
going to share this with, XYZ so that we can get you opportunities in order to potentially get a job in the future. So I'm really excited about that conversation.
We should follow that conversation up.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Well, I'm excited to learn about that. I was excited to have you guys both come in. I mean, again, just the amount of times that we get together and have these conversations, the number of emails that we shoot back and forth, I think is exciting. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
So if you'd like to hear more about this conversation and continue it on, we'll be switching to our Manufacturing Matters Jackson podcast in just a moment. Thank you.
Live from the O'Hara Construction Studio in downtown Jackson, it's the Bart Hawley Show. I'm David Rice, inviting you to join Bart and his guests. From Northwest Community Schools Superintendent Jeff Bontrager. From Jackson College Director of New Student Engagement Stephanie Waffles Stevenson. From Richmond Brothers CEO, co-owner, and financial advisor Matt Kerfman. For Raised on the Radio Songs of the 70s, Matt Davis and Lori Pelham. And from Found Church promoting their upcoming events, lead pastor Chris Haydenberg. And now, here's Bart.
Thanks so much, David, and good afternoon, everyone. Great to have you with us today on another beautiful Jackson, Michigan day. 80 degrees, could get to 85. Mix of sun and clouds. I'm choked up about the weather. Mix of sun and clouds today, a mixture. Light winds too. Tonight, another comfortable night to sleep. A low of 58 with clear skies. Tomorrow, summery, mostly sunny, and high of 86. Now, we will see some rain possibly on Wednesday night. And as the night progresses, the chance increases. Showers overnight after midnight, and even some thunderstorms are possible. They will remain with us on Thursday in the day, and then by the afternoon, things should calm down. On Friday, mostly sunny, eventually, maybe a shower in the morning. And then both days on the weekend, perfect. Sunny and a high of 86. And that's it. Our weather forecast, and it's sponsored each day online and here on this show by Kelly Express. Kelly Express is also the spot you can get your mobile Hammond propane tanks filled, or get a new one if you don't have one. Perfect for summer barbecuing and before you head out on a road trip, which a lot of people seem to be doing over the next few days. Pack up the car with a bunch of snacks and drinks from Kelly Express. They have Uncle Ray's 3-ounce bags for $1.99. Pringles, the standard can, those are $2.99 in a variety of flavors. And Flips, 2 for $8. And all summer long, you can get a specialty pizza and an order of breadsticks, $24.99 at Kelly Express. Outside right now, beautiful day as we look from the Blake Building east in downtown Jackson. Really, it's absolutely gorgeous. Not too hazy.
Yeah.
No smoke.
Take it.
Today is August 4th. It is National Chocolate Chip Day. Not chocolate chip cookie, just chocolate chip. And that was, at one time, chocolate chip ice cream was one of the top 5 most popular ice creams in America, and you can't even find it today. Can you find it today?
Mint chocolate chip.
Not mint.
Oh, I think I struck a chord there.
Regular chocolate chip.
Yeah, regular is not very popular.
No, and real chocolate chips. Regular size, not minis, not flakes. It's really hard to find. It's National Night Out. More on that in a moment. Hooray for Kids Day. It's National White Wine Day. Exercise with your child week. And I've been hearing from some parents, in fact, Tyler at Community Hearing Center, Tyler Bogue said his daughter was whining that there's nothing to do. And she's had like 4 weeks of swimming lessons. She's been all over the country. She's done this camp and that camp, but she's bored now. So here's something. Exercise with your child all week long. It's Black Business Month, U.S. Coast Guard Day. We salute the U.S. Coast Guard. Do you know any Coast Guardians? Sailors? Coast Guardians?
Any sailors?
Guardsmen. Guards people.
I don't.
My brother-in-law, David Warner, was in the Coast Guard. And my sister met him when he was in the Coast Guard, and that's when she fell in love with him because of the uniform. And then he got out of the Coast Guard and she didn't care much.
Didn't look the same.
It's like, Yeah. But it was on this day in 1790, the United States founded the Revenue Marine, the forerunner of the Coast Guard, and its primary duty was to collect tariffs. So we were doing it way back then. But we'd actually go out on the boats and get on other people's boats and make them pay. On this day in 2006, Brandon, you'll remember this, Talladega Nights, the Ballad of Ricky Bobby, premiered in movie theaters around the United States.
Great movie.
It was a great movie. It's a hilarious movie starring Will Ferrell, and actually filmed at Talladega many parts of the movie, and they actually filmed one scene during I think it was a Coca-Cola 600 or whatever.
A real race?
A real race.
Oh, really?
They filmed one of the scenes where Ricky Bobby goes out in the middle of the track and kisses his co-star, I believe.
Oh, okay. I'll look into that. I didn't know that.
Not a true story. But NASCAR did cooperate and provided vehicles and other expertise. On this day in 2015, the Muppets, Miss Piggy and Kermit the Frog announced the end of their relationship. They went on Twitter and said, "We're done." And so that freed them up to date other people, pigs, frogs. And unless they were to get some offers to remain together, like cash, they would have, but they didn't. They still did movies together. On this day in 1958, the Billboard Hot 100 was published for the very first time. And Brandon, what was the first #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100?
In 1958?
1958.
Chubby Checkers.
No, that's pretty good. Poor Little Fool by Ricky Nelson, #1. And other music news today, in 1984, Prince's Purple Rain went #1 and stayed #1 for 24 weeks.
Austin told me he had that haircut in high school specifically because of this Purple Rain album.
He wanted to look like Prince.
Yep, he had an outfit similar to that as well.
Yes, Prince Nelson, I believe.
Yep.
Yes. And since we already did one NASCAR story, I've got another one. On this day in 1956, 70 years ago, at a NASCAR Grand National race in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Lee Petty, he stopped his car on lap 32, climbed the flag stand, and got into a tussle with a flagman, ripped the red flag out of the flagman's hand. They fought over it. The flagman called the police. Hey, but Lee Petty waved the red flag, and that halted the race, and it was very dusty. It was dirt track, hard clay, huge, you could barely see 3 feet in front of you, and there were several accidents, and Lee Petty said, "It's enough is enough, we are not racing anymore," and the race stopped, but the fans went berserk, and they rioted, and they had to call City of Tulsa police and the county sheriffs in to quell the riot, and they had to give everybody their money back. And NASCAR, they struck this event completely from the record books. You can't find it. It's as if it never happened.
Is that Richard Petty's dad?
Richard Petty's dad.
Okay.
Lee Petty, yes, one of the fathers of NASCAR. And finally, a baseball one for you, Brandon. In 1982, outfielder Joel Youngblood did something that no one else has ever done before or since. It was 1982. He's the only Major League player to get hits for 2 different teams in 2 different cities on the same day. How on earth did that happen?
I'm assuming he got traded?
That's it. I mean, we're in the trade, it's trade season, right?
Yeah. You hear teams trading a guy and then they switch uniforms. I never heard about 2 different cities.
Yeah. What happened was he played for the Mets in a Chicago day game, singled for the Mets. Then he got traded, and then at night, he singled for the Expos in a Philadelphia night game. So he went from Chicago after the game ended, he got traded and he went right to Philadelphia. They had a uniform all ready for him, and he had hits for them. So isn't that amazing? Huh. All that happening on this 4th of August. Now on to today in the J, presented by Experience Jackson. And there is a youngster in a fire truck, which you can do tonight during National Night Out Night. The City of Jackson invites residents of all ages to attend National Night Out from 6 till 8 p.m. at Loomis Park. National Night Out is a nationwide event that strengthens relationships between residents and public safety through an evening of fun, community engagement, and neighborhood connections. Join the City of Jackson, the Police Department, the Fire Department, community partners, and local vendors for National Night Out. You'll be able to have a night of fun, connection, community, while learning more about the people who serve the community every day. It's free for everyone. The whole community, anyone can go, and they will have dinner, hot dogs and chips and so on, and everyone's encouraged to attend. JTV will be there, and we hope to see you as well. $1 Summer Kids Movie Series this week features Kung Fu Panda 4. Showtimes today, tomorrow, and Thursday at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Kung Fu Panda 4, part of the Summer Kids Movie Series, sponsored by Kiwanis and Southern Michigan Bank and Trust. This movie will be the last movie in the kids series until another week. Next week during Fair Week, no movies, and then they pick up the following week. Today is Tuesday Tens. You're invited to come downtown for lunch, $10 at all of these locations. You can check out the Jackson Downtown Facebook page for more details on the participating restaurants and featured menu items. First Tuesday of every month is Tuesday Tens. We've got about an hour left for that. You also have an hour left for Trackside Tuesday Food Truck Rally, and that's happening at the historic state prison, now known as River and Rail. The food hub will be featuring Food Truck Tuesday on the 1st, 3rd, and 5th Tuesdays of every month. And a preview of tomorrow, we've got the final Cascades Family Night, and it will feature Paw Patrol with live music by Kay Harper and Company. And that's it. That'll be it for the summer. Man, summer's gone by, hasn't it?
We got some left.
We've got a lot of summer left. Lots and lots of summer left. That's it. Today in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. Who's getting texts, Brandon? Someone's phone is just...
A lot of them up there,
it's text. There's these text notifications. Someone's phone's going off. Is no one upstairs?
I thought it was upstairs.
I thought it was upstairs.
I am hearing those too.
Must be one of our guests.
Yeah.
We have to thank Consumers Energy bringing you today's show. And warm weather doesn't have to mean high energy bills. Count on Consumers Energy to help maximize your savings this summer season. Check out all their tips and ways to save at consumersenergy.com/summer. We've got Henry Ford Presents Wellness Wednesday happening tomorrow on JTV, and we'll be talking about hospice and the services Henry Ford Jackson provides with their awesome hospice home and services tomorrow on Wellness Wednesday. We have a brand new food circus, and I just mentioned the River and Rail Food Hub, where Trackside Tuesday Food Truck Rally is going on. Well, on Saturdays, they have special events as part of Farmers Market, and JTV's Food Circus filmed live on location at River and Rail this past weekend, and that's premiering tomorrow with Adrian Sharp. Here's a preview of the brand new Food Circus.
The River and Rail Food Hub is a Grow Jackson initiative located at 137 West North Street on the site of Michigan's historic First State Prison. It hosts the Saturday location of the Grand River Farmers Market from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., offering fresh local produce, vendors, community events, food trucks, live music, and a future year-round farm stop. Ever since the ribbon cutting in May of 2026, this place has been the talk of Jackson. And don't forget, the Farmers Market is also open every Friday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. until the end of October in downtown Jackson, next to the Grand River Brewery. But today, we're not only focusing on the River and Rail Food Hub, but there's a special event going on here as well, the Basil Festival, in which I'll be making some basil pesto from the recipe of a very important guest that we'll talk to later in the show.
Basil pesto, that's the topic of Food Circus premiering tomorrow here on JTV. We have some wonderful guests on today's show. They've got a lot of wonderful information. And we will be starting things off with Superintendent of Northwest Community Schools, Jeff Bontrager. He's back in his seat in the green room. He's up first. Also today, Stephanie Waffle-Stevenson from Jackson College, Matt Kerfman from Richmond Brothers. We'll preview the Raised on the Radio event that's this weekend with performers Matt Davis and Lori Pelham. And we check in with the lead pastor of downtown Jackson's Found Church, Chris Heidenberg, today. All this and more. Glad you're with us. We begin with Jeff Bontrager right after this.
Whether your project is far away or a little bit closer to home, O'Hara Construction is here for all your commercial and industrial design and build needs. O'HaraConstruction.com.
No hot water? Let the professionals take care of you.
Where our heart, soul, and science come to life. This is what we live for, because this is where we live.
Good morning.
We is where we live.
Good morning.
We are Henry.
Ready for the big plays, clutch moments, and hometown heroes? The Locker Room delivers the energy of Jackson area sports straight to your screen. Get the full rundown every week, from football and basketball to track, soccer, and beyond, complete with highlights, interviews, and all the local sports action you love. If it's happening on the field or on the court in Jackson, the Locker Room is covering it. Catch it weekly on JTV and online at jtv.tv.
Hungry for the best burgers in town? Head to West Point Lounge, where every bite is made fresh and full of flavor. Join us for awesome lunch and dinner specials and enjoy that classic hometown vibe that keeps folks coming back. Family owned since 1955, West Point Lounge has been serving the Jackson community for over 70 years. Whether you're dining in or carrying out, choose West Point Lounge in Jackson, where great taste and good times always meet.
Kentwood Office Furniture wants to help your business get that wow factor with systems designed specifically for today's modern business environment. Our design process maximizes workflow, helping you do what you do better. We're locally owned and operated and take pride in our ability to serve companies of all sizes. Call Kentwood Office Furniture today and find out how Kentwood can save you money on your next office furniture purchase. Kentwood Office Furniture.
You never think about a good tow truck service until you really need one. Jimmy's Towing and Auto Repair in Jackson will be there for you in a flash. Our technologically advanced GPS software enables us to pinpoint your location and dispatch the closest truck to assist you in no time. Jimmy's has the largest towing and rescue truck fleet in the area, and we have the right equipment for any towing need. When you need help in a flash, call Jimmy's. Jimmy's Towing and Repair in Jackson.
Over the past century, many things have changed. The people, the homes, the businesses. But one thing is not, and that's the quality of care you receive when you choose Craft Agency Insurance. Founded in 1923, the Craft Agency provides care to countless families and businesses in our community. We are committed to learn and adapt to ensure one single goal: assisting families and businesses with quality insurance options that provide security and peace of mind. The Craft Agency, our family serving yours for 100 years. Great coffee today from the Jackson Coffee Company, thanks to Brian, as he and his team near their 20th anniversary coming up real soon. Wow, they've been doing great service to the community and providing awesome products like coffee freshly roasted and brewed downtown and on East Michigan Avenue in the Henry Ford Specialty Building. Thanks, Jackson Coffee Company. And thanks to the Chase Sports Bar in downtown Jackson. Today we enjoyed pizza, the Chase Pizza. They've got several varieties. You can create your own in several sizes, and it's awesome. Hand tossed, freshly made, wonderful ingredients. This was a new one we tried. It had a little kick to it. Banana peppers and green peppers and onion. It was great. They also have a ton of starters. Their appetizer list features more than 15 choices. Great sandwiches. They've got salads and much more at the Chase Sports Bar downtown. Our first guest today is Superintendent of Northwest Community Schools, Jeff Bontrager. Jeff, welcome back.
Bart, it is always a pleasure to see you. Hey, Brandon, how you doing, Brandon? I don't have any huge news like Brady.
No? You're not retiring?
Nope, not retiring. You know why?
Why?
Too much fun.
Yeah.
Too many things going on in the great Mountie Nation. You know what I mean? Construction and new programming, and it's just great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys, JTV is there right along with us to promote all the great things that we're doing.
We really enjoy partnering with Northwest Community Schools.
Go Mounties!
It's not too long till school starts.
It's not.
Are you ready?
We are. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where August is always hopping, but we're as prepared as you can possibly be for to kick off August. But Bart, I feel like you and I have had this conversation several times before, but it's always interesting this time of year. In Brandon, you probably have heard this to nauseum too from me throughout the years, is that it is really interesting for me August 1st. It doesn't matter what day, the first Monday in August, so it happened to be August 3rd yesterday. And it's like flipping on a switch, especially for parents. All of a sudden wow, August 1st, July, crickets. But if people want to transfer or school of choice or register their kindergartner, Kelly, my assistant, the phone just blows up all day long the first Monday.
It's still it's school of choice.
School of choice registration, yes, kindergarten roundups. So yeah, we have so many great things happening here, and because this is sports dead week, we have our band camp, and our band is second to none, literally. And so our marching band takes over our football complex, and it looks like quite a village out there. You ever seen our?
I've been there.
Yeah, and we're not a normal sized band.
No,
it's huge in the number of supporters and parents and so on.
I think it's the biggest band in Jackson.
Oh, no doubt in Jackson, yes.
The parking lot, they have a special parking lot just for the band.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been up in the tower.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's over by the tennis courts.
Yes.
Right.
And then, of course, there's football field. But
so we have a spot marked off. So during the day, when the school day, when they're in band class, they migrate out to their designated that spot we have where the tower is, where Mr. Montalano can work his magic with the kids, and so it's a neat thing. But so we have band camp this week, and obviously across the state of Michigan is when sports and the big kickoff for high school football.
Did your band go away to band camp?
They used to, but they, in the last 2 years, have really wanted to cut to the chase, and they give the kids that type of experience, but do it right there. And Mr. Montevillano's philosophy is that he felt like they could create the same type of experience, but be able to get down to getting the work done a little bit more efficiently. So it's went really well the last 2 years, and we have great participation and support from the parents, the parent group, as far as feeding the kids and activities and so on. So yeah, it's one more reason I tell you, if you have a musically inclined child, Northwest is definitely the place to be, whether it's band, choir, theater, you name it.
What if you have a young fives or a kindergartner?
Young fives or kindergarten, whether you live in district or not, we have the school choice process. You can go at nwschools.org or give us a call at 517-817-4700 and register your child today, and then you will go through the kindergarten roundup process. We have young fives as well, so that kind of gives a baseline for you as a parent to help understand the process and some options regarding whether your child is better suited for young fives or a kindergarten. So
you've been feeding kids all summer long.
We have meet up and eat up and greet up.
That essentially makes your food service a full-time year-round
operation. It does, you know, between breakfast and lunch. You know, it's interesting because you think about the opportunities we give kids and families nowadays, comparatively speaking, and it really is a nice option for families during the summer to pop in and get fed.
Do you ever grab a lunch from the
I do not.
No, because you're very particular about what you eat.
Not really.
Yeah, you are.
Not if it's boiled eggs or cottage cheese is fine.
That's it. That's all you eat.
No,
and egg whites.
Not really.
You only eat white things.
Oh, broccoli. You know.
Chicken breast.
A lot of ice cream. Not really.
Have you guys gone out for ice cream a lot this summer?
Not as much as usual. No.
Have you
We love ice cream.
Do you go to more than one place?
In past years, yes,
Yeah.
but not so much now.
I'm trying to think. I think we've been to. Well, when we were in Vermont, we went. You got on.
Well, how many ice cream venues did you hit?
Well, in Vermont, every
just
place.
curious.
It's these places. It's every place is an ice cream place. These places like the Kelly Express,
Right.
in Vermont. It's got ice cream. It's got sit-down restaurant. It's got a souvenir store.
Is it kind of like the Buc-ee's thing?
It's no, but it's nothing. It's
Vermont style.
It's Vermont
Buc-ee's.
style. Yeah.
Or-
Soft serve ice cream in Vermont is called Creamies.
Okay.
So we had those a few times.
Okay.
So
Excellent.
yeah. You've got a new person that's joining the high school team. A new
Middle
administrator?
school. Jen Bentley. She will be joining our middle school team. She
Middle
is
school?
Our new assistant principal.
Wow.
Yep. And we do have a new, not new to the district, but new assistant principal at our high school in Vince Zom, which has been a teacher for us.
Who?
But
Who's
Vince Zom.
Oh, nice.
So yeah. But Jen hails to us from Battle Creek area. We're very excited the experience she brings, and you know, another example of you know, when people hear good things about the district and where we're headed, we're able to land some really good people. So we're very excited about Jen joining our Mountie Nation. So yeah.
Welcome to the team, Jen Bentley. And you have a new athletic director we've talked about.
We do.
Already.
Josh is doing a great job and brings a lot of energy and just some excitement as far as you know, we're looking to really take it up a notch as far as showcasing our programs as well as our individual players. So stay tuned, and obviously you're going to be a big part of that at JTV. But we're very excited about that. He's, as you know, you've known Josh for years.
Great guy.
And he has a knack for that, and so we're excited that he's a part of our team. And but we're really excited about what it's going to do in our athletic department as far as showcasing our programs and so on. Because, you know, the reality is you know, Mr. Galloway did a great job in establishing what we have now and the consistency at Northwest and so on. But we're also looking at the time frame to be able to start showcasing more about some of the great things that we have going on. So.
Do you have a Northwest staff Christmas party?
A Northwest full staff?
The...
No, not full staff.
Oh,
Want to share a long story about this?
Josh, we're going to miss him at the JTV staff Christmas party, but
he could probably come back and visit, though.
Oh, I hope he does, but you'll want him at yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
He brings a lot.
A lot of energy.
He brings a lot to the Christmas party.
All right, perfect.
Yeah. Now, a lot
I'll
of people
have to talk to him about it.
Yeah, so a lot of families are starting their back to school shopping. I think probably many have already done that. To superintendents, do you get a new outfit for the first day of school? Do you do any clothes shopping? No,
I do not. No. Maybe if, you know, it was 15, 20 years ago, I don't know, but no. Does this look new?
Do you open up
the
Spirit store for?
You know, really, the physical Spirit store is not what it used to be. Probably not in any district because people order online everything. So we have several online Spirit stores going on right now. In case, you know, Bart, you, Brandon, you know, want to get out. Andy, I'm sure, probably is all over that, you know, maybe a green tone to it, but.
What construction is going on right now?
That's at the high school, and that's our band choir and our STEM manufacturing space. So, yeah, that will be, we're in deep progress with that, as well as locker room upgrades. So it's going to be big facelift for us at Northwest in our high school.
Awesome. Well, we wish you the best as you guys get ready to welcome kids back to school.
We're really excited.
Yes.
Very excited. You know, it's not too late to join the Mountie Nation. You know, hey, I want to hear you say "Go Mounties." Bart.
Okay. We are
Northwest.
Go Mounties.
Maybe a little bit more.
I can't
crap,
do it
do it. Go Mounties. Let's hear that. Go ahead.
That's good. We'll leave it with that.
Okay.
Well, great to have you here.
It's always a pleasure. We appreciate you. Appreciate the partnership. I mean, we're really excited about this year and showcasing some more of our programs and our students.
Yeah, I have a lot of things planned. Thanks so much to Jeff Bontrager. Oh, it's back to school also at Jackson College, and Stephanie Waffle-Stevenson is here. She is committed to student success, and we'll have more details on the upcoming semester coming up next.
At Southern Michigan Bank and Trust, local banking means more than just financial services. It's about trust and personal connections. Whether you need help with personal accounts or business solutions, our team is here to help you every step of the way. SMBT has been investing in Jackson and is here to serve. Visit them downtown at the 200 or check out their newest branch at the corner of Horton and Weatherwax in Summit Township. Southern Michigan Bank and Trust. Ready for better banking? Switch today.
Express Marts are conveniently located throughout South Central Michigan with convenient hours of operation. We pride ourselves on our fast and friendly service to get you going on your way. We're here when you need us. Full service and fully stocked stores, fresh hot premium coffee, and cappuccino. All Kelly Express Marts are staffed with friendly, knowledgeable people committed to providing the highest level of service. Kelly Express Mart.
Oak and Iron, located in downtown Jackson, offers casual dining for all. It's more than a restaurant. It's a tribute to the hardworking men and women who built this city from the ground up. It stands as a gathering place where past and present meet, where the legacy of bold ideas and strong hands lives on in every meal with an amazing menu for everyone to enjoy, including fabulous desserts. And that's not all. Oak and Iron offers a Sunday a la carte brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And on the third floor is the ever-popular Honky Tonk. Go to honkytonkjackson.com to check out upcoming events. Oak and Iron, globally inspired, locally crafted.
Wow, that's an old picture. What you looking at?
It's Jackson District Library's new website. They have tons of historical images, many of Jackson County, and obituaries that go back to the 1800s. The Jackson District Library even has archived issues of every Jackson citizen patriot since 1849. Talk about detailed history. The Jackson District Library has it. All available to library card members. Rediscover forgotten history at myjdl.com/Jackson History, your timeline to Jackson's past.
Vote yes on Summit Proposals 1 and 2 to renew the current millage and add 1 mill dedicated to public safety. This will maintain current staffing levels. Last year, Summit Police and Fire answered 10,000 911 calls. Let's keep those response times as low as possible. Paid for by the Citizens for a Safer Summit.
IEP Urgent Care offers a higher standard of urgent care from ER-trained providers. When you need professional and compassionate adult and pediatric urgent care services, including illness and injury care, on-site lab, digital x-rays, and full array of testing diagnostics, and occupational health services, count on IEP Urgent Care. Owned by local ER physicians right here in Jackson, and now with 2 locations to serve you. 729 East Michigan Avenue and their newest location, Jackson West at 1602 West Michigan Avenue. IEP Urgent Care. Open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on weekdays and from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on weekends.
At Lammers Heating and Air Conditioning, we're proud to celebrate 60 years of keeping your home comfortable and your air just right. For 6 decades, our community has trusted us to deliver reliable service, and we want to take a moment to say thank you. Because of your support, we've been able to grow, serve, and give back to the very community that made it all possible. Here's to many more years of serving you. Lammers Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted neighbor for 60 years.
For many years, funeral homes have been raising their prices, while at the same time lowering their level of service. At Hampton Funeral Homes, we believe in the exact opposite. We've invested in you by providing comfortable and state-of-the-art facilities so that we can serve your family the way you deserve. If you've had a poor or disappointing funeral experience in the past, let us show you what a professional and caring funeral home looks like. Visit one of our locations to make your arrangements today.
It's our Property of the Day feature, and it's sponsored by the Mortgage Department at Flagstar Bank. You may have seen a number of for sale signs around town. Well, if you see something you like, before you do anything, get pre-approved. And you can do that at Flagstar, a free service. Flagstar and the Stephanie Holly team anxious to work with you. Today, Property of the Day is from Remax, Mid-Michigan, and Sharon Norton. Sharon would love to hear from you. She's at 206-2885, and for decades, Sharon has served the community as a helper of buyers and sellers. And you can reach her at Remax. Today we are taking you to a really cool home. It's at 1503 Warren Avenue, and I can picture right where this is. It's over by the Cascades Golf Course. I think it's right on the road that takes you back to the Cascades. It is move-in ready, 1503 Warren Avenue in Summit Township. This ranch is a charming 2-bedroom, 1-bath home sitting on a spacious 0.34 acre lot, offering numerous recent updates throughout. Enjoy peace of mind with a new roof that was done in January 2024, new hot water heater, and fresh carpeting and paint all throughout the home. The kitchen features a newer stove and dishwasher, making meal prep a breeze. It looks like it's a really cool gas stove as well. And interior improvements are many. Exterior improvements include a new driveway, sidewalk, and front steps, adding to the property's curb appeal. Inside, you'll appreciate the convenience of first floor laundry and an efficient, easy to maintain layout. Step outside to a fully fenced backyard, perfect for pets, play, or entertaining. There's also a huge storage shed offering plenty of room for tools, equipment, outdoor toys. Conveniently located in desirable Summit Township, this updated ranch is ready for its next owner to move right in and enjoy. Call Sharon today at 517-206-2885. There you have it. Today's awesome property of the day from Sharon Norton and Remax. 206-2885. Put you in touch with Sharon. Also soldinjackson.com with more photos and details. Today's property of the day is sponsored by Flagstar Bank. Next on today's show, we welcome from Jackson College Director of New Student Engagement, Stephanie Waffle-Stevenson. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, how are you, Bart?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing pretty well.
Like Jeff Bontrager, are you excited for back to school?
Yes, and the floodgates have opened. I think he mentioned as soon as August 1st hits, there's that flip of a switch. Is very true. Yesterday we came back and the phones were ringing, text messages were coming in, and everybody is ready to get their last minute steps completed so they can register for classes.
When does the next semester start?
August 31st, so there's time, but obviously the sooner the better. Get your classes that you're hoping to register for, have better choices the sooner you're able to get things done.
Is it first come, first serve when it comes to class selection?
Yes, for a majority of our classes, yes, that is the way that goes.
So when it's full, it's full.
Yep, we try to, maintain a level playing field as much as possible, but like we said, the sooner the better. We do have some second 7 classes that come up throughout October, so worst case, even if you can't get in on the 31st, there is some late start options, or worst case scenario, we have to defer until spring, but we really want to try to get you in when each student wants to start.
And you have this total commitment to student success.
Yes.
And that starts at the very beginning, and that's with registration.
Absolutely. Making sure that everybody's through their steps. If they need transcripts on file because of financial aid, that we work them through that process, and making sure that they get connected to Student Achievement Navigator so that they can register for classes based on their program of study or their career opportunities, and really find out a schedule that's flexible and fits their.
Do students show up with no idea what they want to do for a career or course study?
They sure do. And so that's where Student Achievement Navigators, they really help assess that situation and explain some of the opportunities that might be available to them, but we try to do that on the front end too as much as we can in the admissions process. But throughout their time at Jackson, they have the opportunity to do some career exploration. There's usually throughout different departments that put on events and connections with employers, and so even if they're in a program that they're interested in but not quite sure if that's the direction they want to go, they can definitely do some self-exploration.
And I imagine once they see what you have and actually the physical, I guess, attributes of the campus. I was talking to a young man, once he saw the campus, he made a decision. He wants to be a utility lineman, and he can do it all right on the campus, right in his hometown, and probably get hired before he even graduates.
Yeah, that happens with a lot of our students. It happens a lot in the utility programs also happens a lot in the healthcare fields. We have our new health simulation lab that you've seen, very cool opportunity, and then the new Applied Technology Center, that new building with the utility poles inside, as well as our HVAC programming that is brand new. It hasn't been quite started for a year yet, and it's taken off quite a lot.
Do you get this question? How much does it cost to go to college?
We always get that question, and so what the good news is, though, is for students that are graduating within 15 months of high school, they can get it for free from the Community College Guarantee, but then also with the Reconnect program, the new age that started, they can also, if they started at an institution, didn't complete, the year or the age bracket got bumped down starting at 21 to 24 to bridge that gap now. So those that were not eligible for a program that included free tuition, Reconnect now does for those students.
Yeah, and that's huge, because it used to be that you had to be 25 or older to be able to take advantage of this program, which to me, I thought, that's insane. They're missing so many people that really, that's the target, that age group that you want to hit with this kind of incentive, and now it's changed, and I think it's brand new too, isn't it?
They did 21 a while back. It didn't stay for long. I think it was kind of a pilot of did they want to, and then now though it's fully written into law, and so that's great, because like I said, the last time it was kind of a pilot to see where things went. It didn't stay very long, but now that it's written in, hopefully we'll see it for a couple years more to come.
Nice. Well, I think the athletes are already back on campus getting ready for the fall season, and you do have student housing. Are there openings?
We do have some openings for student housing. I would say anybody who has started that process, and our Director of Housing hopefully will appreciate this, communicate with us, get those processes done, because we want to make sure that those that have been in the funnel get their spots first, and then those that are still kind of undecided, we can work through and get that completed.
Can registration be done completely online, or do you want to have students come out to meet one-on-one?
So students, there is a section that they will get about a quarter of it done online, and then we do require them to come to campus to meet with a student achievement navigator, so that they can again select the appropriate classes, having that in-person one-on-one conversation, and also if they want to meet with financial aid, having that in person allows them to do that too.
And you have a lot of students that have jobs, so there's part-time, you have part-time students, you have students that don't even go physically to the campus. You've got online classes too.
Yep. We have a lot of flexibility when it comes to course modality, from, like you said, in-person, fully online, to hybrid. So if you want a mix of both worlds, you can do that. We have a couple of our programs offer what's called Jet Flex, so more of a high flex program of going at your own speed. That's part of our medical biller and coder, and then part of our industry courses as well.
Now, when I was checking out colleges, 50 some years ago, what was important to me was the food. The food. Do kids is that still important?
I would say so, yes, because when we do group visits, that's something that they rate us on, and a lot of times they say, we love the food, we want, and they also give us ideas. So our food services team does a great job of, if a student has a certain dietary restriction or they have an idea for something that they would like tried, our executive director does a great job to make sure that that happens. And we always say, try it once, we'll see, because if one student speaks up, usually a lot of the other ones will enjoy it as well. But there's some great sandwiches that they've been having lately at the grill station. And so if you haven't lately, Bart, you should probably stop by.
I will. I think the food's great at JC, so I'm anxious to come back and try it again. And you've got a really awesome bookstore too. Do kids, students, I should say, still have to buy a stack of books, or is it all digital now?
So a lot of our stuff is digital, but that's also helped us save the cost. So, when I was in college, it'd be pretty common to pay $300 to $500 for one book. Now, $95 per class is what we charge for our digital textbooks that students use. So that's a lot of money saving. There is an option for students to opt out of that if they would prefer to have a physical textbook. But a lot of our students take advantage of that digital opportunity.
Yeah, I think there were shortages of certain books when I was in school, and if you didn't get there early, you were out of luck.
Yep.
What about sports? I mentioned that athletes are getting ready for fall, but there's still some recruiting, I think, going on. I think in some sports, I think volleyball, they're going to be doing some tryouts pretty soon.
I think you're correct. In volleyball, I think there are some open gyms and things like that for some recruiting opportunities. I'm not exactly sure on which ones right now. I know some coaches have their roster pretty well shored up, but there are some programs that still have some openings. And so I would say for anybody who's interested, we have an option that says recruit me for coaches to check, and so if you're interested, also to check out our website and our Facebook pages, because when there are any open gyms or additional walk-on recruiting, we usually post those opportunities there.
Great. As Stephanie said, it's all online at gccmi.edu. Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Back to school at Jackson College with the Director of New Student Engagement, Stephanie Waffle-Stevenson. Up next on today's show, it's the Birthday Club, and we've got some people celebrating. You'll want to hear who they are, and join me in the celebration next.
Within the folds of your life, you find the passion and drive to keep pushing forward. Growth comes from continually moving ahead in every stage of life. Count on County National Bank to help with seamless financial solutions. We can act quickly and accommodate your needs, whatever life brings your way. Our local bankers understand our community and your goals.
Let's work together.
Learn more about our personalized banking services at cnbb.bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome to the David Rice Show, your dynamic source for all things Jackson sports. From high school games to the Spartans and Wolverines, we're covering it all. NFL highlights, area golf tournaments, and so much more. Join us as we showcase local athletes and bring you the biggest sports news you don't want to miss. New episodes Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on JTV and wherever you get your podcasts. Let's celebrate Jackson sports together.
A strong economy is more than GDP or the stock market. It's about the success of businesses like yours and the people who make it possible. Michigan Works Southeast is here to help you invest in your most precious asset, your workforce. Our team of experts are equipped with a robust toolbox to serve your talent needs. Each year, we connect hundreds of employers to competitive grants and qualified talent, creating a better future for their business and the community at large.
Life can be a whirlwind of responsibilities, leaving little time for what truly matters, quality family time. With Keeping It Clean, your trusted residential cleaning partner, our dedicated team will work tirelessly to ensure your home is clean so you don't have to lift a finger. We give you back the precious gift of time, more moments for laughter, and time to cherish memories with your loved ones. Call us at 517-990-5772 to book your cleaning today. Keeping It Clean, a clean home for a happy family.
The Purple Rose Theater in Chelsea takes a handcrafted, artisanal approach to producing new and classic American plays that are truly one-of-a-kind experiences. Our vision is to be the beacon of American theater, and we create fresh, original productions that get our audiences talking amongst themselves and feeling something new. From our world premiere productions to our American classics, come spend an evening with us. Visit purplerosetheater.org for more information. The Purple Rose, home of world-class original American theater.
I'm Derek Dobies. As your former mayor, we reduced violent crime, doubled funding for local streets, revitalized downtown, and invested in neighborhoods through new affordable housing and better parks. I'm running for mayor to keep Jackson moving forward. I'm Derek Dobies, and I'm asking for your vote in the August primary so that together we can build an even stronger future.
Gilbert Chocolates has been a Jackson tradition for over 120 years. We've built a reputation for quality gourmet chocolate that you can taste in every bite. Handcrafted and made fresh right here in Jackson. Enjoy a variety of fudge, chocolates,
For over 30 years, the Jackson area has relied on the knowledge and craftsmanship of Allen Brothers Fence Company. From wrought iron and aluminum to vinyl, wood, or chain link fencing, the friendly staff at Allen Brothers is the answer for your next decorative, security, or containment fence project. Residential, commercial, or industrial, call 764-2922. Visit us on Facebook to take a look at some of our latest projects, or stop in and see us at 4200 Page Avenue in Michigan Center.
Dahlem Birds, Blooms, and Butterflies is this Saturday, and thanks to the sponsorship of all of these organizations, it's a free event, and you're invited to come out and check out Birds, Blooms, Butterflies, plus live animals, presentations, hands-on activities, everything family-friendly. Enjoy food, music, and more at Dahlem, 9 till 3. Longtime annual summer festival this Saturday at Dahlem. We have a brand new event that's coming to downtown Jackson next Thursday in advance of the Woodward Cruise. The Way to Woodward will be happening in Jackson with the Shelby Celebration, plus the Michigan Theater will be showing Ford versus Ferrari. There will be hundreds of cars descending on downtown Jackson as they get ready for the Woodward Avenue Cruise. Bring your car, pre-register ahead of time. There'll be food trucks. This is all in honor of our veterans, and there will be a special display of the Shelby Mustangs. So we look forward to seeing you downtown next Thursday, August 13th. Happy birthday from everyone with birthdays, to everyone with birthdays, from Jennifer Scanlon and her team at the Brokerage House. We join Jennifer every day in wishing happy birthday and happy anniversary to people who are special. It's their special day today. Everyone gets a gift from Jackson Candy and Fudge. Today, it's August 4th. Happy birthday to Brian Woodcomb. Happy birthday, Brian. That was yesterday. Brian Woodcomb. I wonder if he's related to Bruce. Could be. Yeah. Well, Brian, sorry we growing up before our very eyes. And Brandon, you remember Greg Marison, who worked here at JTV, part of our team.
Great guy. Yeah.
Great guy. He's an awesome guy. Ellery, you have a great dad. And wow, beautiful young lady. Amazing. I can't believe how old she is. That's amazing. Ellery, happy birthday from all of us here at JTV. And happy birthday to Jim LaFear. Jim, happy birthday. And Jim is JTV's Trish LaFear's father-in-law and all-around great guy and longtime volunteer for various organizations and great golfer and a great guy. Jim, hope today is super for you. And I know you got a lot of family you'll hear from all day long. And Kiana Messner, happy birthday, Kiana. Kiana, our best to you today, and every day, but especially today. Have a whiz-bang birthday. And Cavante Moore, happy birthday, Cavante. Cavante, I know you've got a lot of friends as well that you'll be hearing from throughout the day. Hopefully more than just texts, but some in-person wishes and hugs. Have a great day. And Maddie Girding, happy birthday, Maddie. Maddie's also grown up here on JTV as well. All grown up, Maddie Girding. Have a great birthday. That's it. Everyone in the club, have a great day. Happy birthday, happy belated birthday. Make sure you get your birthdays to us here. Visit jtv.tv. There we have it, the Jennifer Scanlon Birthday Club. We have someone next with tons of knowledge, and it's all helpful. It's Matt Kerfman, CEO, co-owner, financial planner at Richmond Brothers, and he's joining me next. Stay tuned.
At Seymour Ford Lincoln, we put you first with our no-nonsense, hassle-free buying experience.
From new Ford Blue Advantage pre-owned and custom orders, Seymour Ford Lincoln has the vehicle to fit your specific needs.
Along with easy financing, great monthly specials, and we offer generous trade-in values.
And we keep you going with the best service, parts and collision centers in mid-Michigan. Come experience our drive.
Go to SeymourFord.com.
My voice. My passion. My path. My career.
Concord Community Schools. Our students shatter expectations.
Welcome to Monday Mornings, the podcast where local leaders and entrepreneurs connect.
I didn't want to be forgotten. I didn't want to be erased.
We know there's always more to learn and more to give. Join us as we shine a light on inspiring leaders, uncovering the secrets behind their personal and professional success.
So how do you get from Cedar Creek to Hollywood and beyond?
Our mission? To inspire dreamers everywhere and spark positive energy.
And he did. He goes, you will become what you think about the most.
Listen online at jtv.tv or wherever you get your podcasts, and connect with us on the Monday Mornings Facebook page.
Over time, we've seen more and more people frustrated with their dental benefits. They thought that because they had dental insurance, they'd be well taken care of. Well, that's exactly what the insurance companies want you to believe. They figured out a way to collect your premiums while continuing to limit your choice of doctor and your choice of treatment. There's not one company better than the others. They've created an environment where dentists diagnose treatment or recommend care based upon your insurance dollars available. That's not the way people should be treated, and we think there's a better way. We put the interest of you and your family first. We take the time with you to figure out how to get the care you need, whether it's with your insurance or not.
We are Dentistry by Design, and our mission is to make excellent dental care a joy. Please call, visit the website, or drop by the office. We'd love to answer any questions you may have. And be sure to ask about our exclusive membership program to help you save on the cost of your dental care.
Kids' summer movies are back at the Michigan Theater. Shows Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are sponsored by the Kiwanis Club of Jackson and Southern Michigan Bank and Trust. Showtimes are at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. and doors open 30 minutes before each show. Admission is $1 and pop and popcorn combo is $5. Visit michigantheater.org or the Michigan Theater Facebook page for complete schedule.
I love the school because of just like everybody is very warm and friendly, welcoming. People are here because they want to be here, not because they have to be here. And it really shows.
I currently have 2 grandchildren at Jackson Christian. They've been here since preschool and they're thriving. It's the best place.
One of the things that stands out to me about the Jackson Christian schools is the teacher involvement outside of the school day. They seem just very involved, very interested in the students and their activities outside of the classroom.
And so partnering with JCS in our children's education means that they will have a biblical foundation in their academics, in their biblical knowledge and growth, and then their character training.
A phone call and learning more by talking to someone here at the school is a really, really good idea.
Choose Jackson Christian School, equipping all students to impact the world for Christ.
One more weekend at the Sock in Jonesville for Footloose. It's the latest Broadway production of Footloose with some new music, but all of your old favorites that made Footloose a classic on screen and on stage. Being performed this weekend, final weekend at the Sock Theater in Jonesville. Get your tickets at thesock.org. Jackson YMCA encourages you to check out their special offer that's going on right now. Free 7-day membership for free. Try the Y and you get everything. It's a complete full-featured membership for 7 days. It's available to new members only, 18 and older. But it ends next week. Visit jacksonymca.org. Our next guest, we welcome back from Richmond Brothers CEO, financial planner, co-owner, Matt Kerfman. Hi, Matt.
Hi, Bart. How are you?
Good to see you again.
Happy August.
Yes, happy August. Time is flying by. The summer's flying by.
It sure is, but it's a good time of year in Michigan.
Yes. Speaking of timing. That's our topic today. The timing of retirement.
Timing of retirement. It's an important one. And what you're used to living on. So beyond just what's my number, I think we can talk about what's the right timing. And it's not trying to guess, it's trying to remove the guesswork. But you can certainly get to your number, and all your numbers and all your planning can suggest you're going to have a great 30-year retirement. But then the next question, to your point, is the timing and how much risk are you putting in your portfolio when you're kind of going over the mountain peak and now you're trying to draw out of it. So real important questions come up.
So two people that could have the same amount of money for retirement, but based on when they retire, it's going to have a different outcome.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have an analogy up on your screen. And this actually, if I go back in time, I've been with our business since 1998, so 28 years. And so I kind of started in the business coming out of the 90s, the technology bubble, early 2000s. And to give everyone a little history lesson, those who were invested back then, 2000 market collapsed, 2001 it got worse, then we have September 11th, the geopolitical event that affected markets and retirees. 2002 it got worse. So if you had retired in 2000 and you were retiree A on the screen that had $1 million, and you thought things were going to go great because you just came off the 90s, you kept all your money in the market, you retired, it got really, really scary, and it's highly unlikely your money would have lasted 30 years.
I know people that happened to, they had to go back to work.
And that's an unfortunate circumstance. Yeah. And so the timing question we're talking about, compared to retiree B, start with the same $1 million, same distribution, same exact path, and if they happen to be lucky enough to have retired, let's say in 2003 rather than 2000, and this is just for illustrative purposes, but the math works out incredibly different. Everything else identical, and so the timing really matters. And so we're not suggesting you should guess at what's the right time, to retire, but it's a really important factor to consider as you're getting ready for your plan.
Yeah, so you can't predict. You don't know that there's going to be something like a recession.
War, pandemic.
Yeah. So how do you prepare for something you can't predict?
So I think a fair assumption we can all agree on, you, me, and all of your viewers, is that the market is volatile, And right now, especially, we're in the year 2026, and I just put together a Matt's Minutes, a monthly video I put out just before coming here. And I kind of got into the topic real quick about how much noise is out there and how much uncertainty with oil prices and the Iran war and inflation and the Fed and so much noise. And yet underneath all of that, it's hard to think that the economy could possibly be doing well. And the economy is kind of trudging along despite all this noise.
In the stock market, it's setting records again today.
It's setting records, but it's also having really scary days. Like a week ago, if I were on here on the downside, and I think we thought or we hoped as a society that the Iran war would be over, that the peace deal had been reached. But again, the same headlines going all the way back to the spring keep coming up. So when I think about all of that, and then back to the timing question, it's not will these things happen. These things will happen, and it will impact valuations of stocks and bonds and other asset classes. The bigger question is, could any of your viewers, have done a better job preparing for the unexpected, knowing that the unexpected is going to happen, we just don't know when? And the answer is yes, there are tools, there are discussions that can be had to just plan for that. And real quick, to go back to our timing, when you're working, so you're going to work forever. Let's say, Bart, we'll use you as an example.
Yeah, like me.
Not your retirement, you're going to work forever. And you maybe have a 401k, and maybe every month you're just contributing into that 401k just like any normal person would do if they work at, locally Consumers Energy or Henry Ford or any of the other great businesses in our area. You're just plugging away, right? You don't need that money to live on. So when the market drops last month, you probably didn't think twice about continuing to contribute to 401k because you don't need that money now. If you're on the other side of the retirement equation and you've retired and the market drops, and yet instead of adding, you're pulling out $5,000 a month or some number, you're pulling out while prices are depressed. And if that goes on month after month, year after year,
you're going to run out.
You will run out a lot faster than maybe a traditional 30-year retirement plan. So that's really more where the question is about the timing. And these are things that we know mathematically can happen. And since we know they can happen mathematically, there are tools we can bring to the table beforehand to be ready for those uncertainties.
All right, like what?
So I like really simple analogies, right? I like being able to talk to people at their level. And so we don't need a bunch of financial jargon, right? So if I say the word protected, what are some things that come to mind? Not investments, just the word protected. What do you think of?
Something that's not going to be subject to ups and downs in the stock market.
Maybe safe?
A safe.
So would you call investments in the market safe?
No.
Probably not, and that's a normal response. So the question is, should we have all of our money in the market, or should we carve out part of it potentially, depending on individual circumstances, and set aside some money in a safe, protected area? And safe could mean a lot of things. We don't need to get into tools or products today, but there are safe assets we can use within a plan so that if the market drops 40%, which it's done several times, even 50% in the last 30 years of someone's retirement, you have some of your money. Let's use our $1 million retiree. What if you had 500 grand protected and 500 grand kind of long term as an analogy? When the market drops that much, your protected money doesn't go down with it. So now all of a sudden, if you still need income this year and next year, you have a place to go where you're not drawing from the risky assets and removing principal from the plan. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So storing money, cash in a mattress, that's not
that would
safe.
be some people's version of safe, or in a fireproof safe in your house. But no, there's some
banks.
There's some
bank account.
Well, a bank account would be one example. Yeah. A treasury bond, a government obligation would be another example. A CD. There's all types of fixed products out there that are really great to blend in with retirement planning.
So we've talked about retirement income. So how does that play into, so you retire, you're still getting income in your retirement. Is that what you mean?
That's the hope.
Yeah.
No, so the number one thing most people fear as we get ready for retirement is my paycheck's going to stop. So the number one thing we want to help families solve for is, okay, if I retire on August 1st, 2026, When would I have gotten my next paycheck that I'm no longer going to get? And how are we bringing together your assets and other income streams? Maybe you're lucky enough, not many are anymore, to have a small pension monthly. Maybe you're over 62 and you could look at Social Security. And then we need to mix in portfolio draws. And so the income planning is the most critical. Beyond that though, once that's solved for, we need to look at what's your investment mix, the strategy to solve for your income. How are we paying attention to your tax strategy? Healthcare with respect to Medicare, and then chronic illness is a big risk. We've talked about, specifically in my family. I've used my family as an example. And legacy is saving on taxes, both for you and your heirs, and estate planning. And one real quick example, if we're not running up on time, people who are in their 80s or 90s, statistical life expectancy, potentially have the most money they've ever had in their lives, right? They get to that age, they haven't spent it down. When they pass away, they're passing it down to whom? Their kids. And how old are their kids? 50 to 60? Okay, potentially in their highest income earning years ever. And back in 2019, right before the pandemic, Congress passed the Secure Act 1.0, and it eliminated the stretch IRA provision. So those kids who are 50 and 60 earning high income and paying higher taxes now have to take all their parents' retirement and cash it in within 10 years. At their highest income earning years. So there's so much more to this than just what's the rate of return on my portfolio. So we want to help families just have all of those discussions and kind of have that coordinated plan.
And that's, for many, can be a complete unknown. And we hear these stories about, this teacher who worked, 50 years, and she scraped and saved, and she left behind, $8 million.
I remember that story, actually. There's janitor stories. There's all kinds of people who have just done a great job quietly saving, living under the radar, living within their means. And so they don't need $8 million when they die, but it's just, again, to have these conversations to make sure when you're no longer here, did you want most of your money to go to the government? And you probably might not care if you're dead.
Yeah,
but the answer is probably no to everyone.
Even if you're dead, you don't.
You might roll over and twinge in your grave, or if you're cremated somewhere in a lake or up in the air.
So at this point, we're talking about timing. What about timing in terms of at what point in your life should you, how close to retirement should you be thinking about this?
All these things?
Yeah.
Yeah, so in general, if you're within 5 to 10 years of retirement, it's a really, really good time to start looking at this. But if you are, a year away or 3 years away from retirement, or even better yet, if you're already retired and you just started income, I think you've been pretty fortunate if you put all of your money at risk because markets have done okay. I think the next question is, what is the next hiccup that causes this, and should we look at your asset classes, the protected versus the growth side before then? So anyone who is retired, let's say you retired from Consumers Energy or Henry Ford or the state of Michigan, teachers or people who have worked for the prison, those are really big employers in our area. We have a lot of stuff in a book that I've actually put out, and I think you've maybe received a copy of it.
I have, I've read it. Yes, it's a great book, and I suggest people get it. The best part about it, it's free.
It is free, but I will say a couple things. So Fearless Retirement's the book. If you don't want to come to our website and you don't want us to know that you exist, that's fine. You can also just buy it on Amazon. It's on Amazon if you just search it in my name. But if you just want a free copy, we literally print hundreds of these purposely because we want to help people feel educated. I play pickleball at Crossroads, and someone saw my name on the monthly or weekly social play, and they looked me up and they said, I saw that you're an author. I didn't know that. I said, yeah, I have a book out. They bought it, they read it, and next week they came and they said, as I've gotten to know you over pickleball, I felt like I was just talking to you, like I was having a conversation while I was reading your book. I thought that was a really great compliment because I've never written a book before. This is my first one. But it's meant to be, address these topics and just get a little more educated, and we should never stop learning, even in retirement.
All right, we covered a lot today. So if there's one thing that people could take away or remember from our conversation today, what would that be?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to narrow it down, huh? You're gonna force me into. I think that probably the biggest takeaway is just, if you have questions, you don't have to figure this out on your own. Whether it's with us, whether it's going to our website, whether it's reading a book, I think the simplest action is to just take one action step. We do complimentary consultations, meetings, Zooms, phone calls. We want to help people in the Jackson and surrounding areas get these things solved for.
Awesome. Well, you can talk to Matt in person, you can read his book, you can find out more. And if you need some guidance and help, you can give them a call. There's their contact information right there. Thanks for coming in today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Bart.
Good to see you, Matt.
Always good to see you.
From Richmond Brothers, financial planner, president, co-owner, CEO, Matt Kerfman. More to come on the show today. We've got a few things going on this weekend. Our Pet of the Week is coming up next.
Did you know Alro sells more than just metals? We are a one-stop shop for all your plastic needs. Whether you need one piece or 1,000, Alro offers a wide selection of sheet, rod, tube, and custom machined parts cut to size and delivered next day. Visit alroplastics.com, your source for performance plastics.
The Soar Cafe and Farms, located on Mechanic Street in downtown Jackson, is designed to bring people together in a comfortable and modern setting. Our menu features a variety of breakfast and lunch options, including fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, a dedicated kids menu, and much more. Enjoy a specialty coffee at our barista bar while shopping in our retail area. We also offer the perfect event space for your next event. Dine-in, takeout, and catering is available. Soar Cafe and Farms, a nonprofit dedicated to supporting women survivors, as well as offering a great dining experience that will bring you back time and time again.
At Paragon Charter Academy, preparing kids for college starts on day one in kindergarten. We set high standards, make expectations clear, personalize teaching, and as a result, our students thrive. Located in Jackson, Michigan, Paragon is one of the top performing schools in the area and has outperformed the district on the state test for more than 10 years. If you want to be part of a school community that's safe, challenging, and committed to your child's success, apply today at ParagonCharterAcademy.org. It could change your child's future.
From the narrow to the very, very wide, from the long to the short, Miller Shoes have shoes that fit. Our shoes fit. Do yours?
Shop downtown Jackson at Miller Shoes, where our family's been serving yours for over 60 years.
JTV and orthopedic rehab specialists bring you the ORS photo galleries, your front row seat to all the action in Jackson. Every week, JTV is out in the community, capturing stunning full HD images of local events, festivals, and high school sports. Don't miss a moment. Head to jtv.tv now to browse, relive the excitement, and purchase prints of your favorite highlights.
Asthma Allergy Centers can help you breathe freely. Since 1980, our board-certified specialists have provided testing and treatment for a wide variety of asthma and allergy-related conditions, including immunodeficiencies and skin problems. No referrals are necessary, and we accept any insurance or no insurance. You can even use our mobile app to check in and pay. Come see us at our Jackson office or one of our multiple offices in Southwest Michigan.
Get the most out of your money and start earning rewards with True Community Credit Union's True Rewards Credit Card. Earn points on everyday purchases and redeem them for cashback, gift cards, travel perks, merchandise, and so much more. With a True Rewards Credit Card, there's no annual fee or minimum balance. Plus, you can enjoy exclusive discounts. Start earning rewards today. Apply at trueccu.com.
At the Joe Muni Agency, we're right here in Jackson County. Joe and his team are your neighbors, local, friendly, and ready to meet with you in person. From auto to home, life to business, they're committed to service you can count on. When you need help, you'll talk to a real neighbor who cares about protecting what matters most to you. Visit joemuni.com today.
Thanks, Joe Muni and State Farm. We appreciate your partnership here at JTV. It's time for our Pet of the Week. It's sponsored by Production Realty and Ben Lataki, helping find homes for pets and people too. Ben has beautiful offices in downtown Jackson and featured on the Downtown Jackson Facebook page for their beautiful floral display in the window boxes in their front of the building at Production Realty. Check it out. Today, our pet of the week is from the Jackson County Animal Shelter. This is Luna. Luna is a 1-year-old spayed female, 48-pound border collie mix. Loves hard chew toys, very energetic, loves to cuddle, and not a big fan of cats. So if you have cats, maybe Luna is not the best pet for you. But come find out. You can meet Luna in person at the animal shelter, 3370 Spring Arbor Road in Jackson. They're open Monday through Saturday. And you can also volunteer, donate, and foster other ways to help the Jackson County Animal Shelter. Thanks, Ben Lataki and Production Realty for presenting our Pet of the Week. Ben also sponsoring the Lost and Found Pets of Jackson Facebook page. Wednesday night, we've got some entertainment options for you in Grass Lake. The Music in the Park series continues, and it is Gospel Night. Tomorrow night, join your friends and family and visit the park in downtown Grass Lake as gospel takes the stage. Plus, there will be food trucks, vendors, farmers, and more in downtown Grass Lake. The final family night of the season at the Cascades it's this Wednesday, and they are presenting Paw Patrol Night. And Brandon, I believe that Paw Patrol is a popular,
very popular
night. Yeah,
yes, yeah.
Kids love Paw Patrol. My grandson Quinn loves the Paw Patrol.
Okay.
Yeah, and I do too. Plus, Kay Harper, very talented singer with company, will be performing at the Cascades. And the Michigan Theater presenting the $1 Kids movie series this week. This week's movie is Kung Fu Panda, and showtimes are at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Wednesday and Thursday at the Michigan Theater, thanks to Kiwanis and Southern Michigan Bank and Trust. And later this week, we've got a special live show at the Michigan Theater. Our next guests are two of the stars of the show. We've got the producer, Matt Davis, and songstress Lori Pelham next here on JTV.
Looking for reliable lawn care? Greener Solutions Lawn and Landscape offers everything from routine mowing to full landscaping services. Proudly serving Jackson since 2007. Call 517-945-1204 today for a free estimate.
Feeling anxious about your financial future? In today's economic environment, it's important to establish a process for investing with an asset allocation tailored to your own specific needs. Located in Jackson, Michigan, Richmond Brothers is a family-owned registered investment advisor firm making a difference in the world one person at a time with its refreshingly personal approach to financial planning. Richmond Brothers provides personalized investment advice and acts as your co-pilot on your financial journey. In addition to offering wealth management and private equity services, our team provides a personalized roadmap to help folks maintain, use, and grow their wealth so that they may enjoy their life and pay it forward to their family, friends, and community. Learn more today about Richmond Brothers, your financial future. For more information or to schedule a consultation, visit richmondbrothers.com or call 833-435-4040.
Looking for top-notch care and a friendly smile? At Neighborhood Cleaners, we'll know your name and treat you like family. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, we're your trusted spot in Jackson for everything from everyday dry cleaning to wedding gown restoration, UGG boot makeovers, and leather care. Stop by at 3220 Wildwood Avenue in Jackson, next to the Jackson Airport, or give us a call at 517-782-4704. Neighborhood Cleaners, small town service, big time quality.
We are excited to share that RX Kids has launched in the city of Jackson and Blackman Charter Township. RX Kids is an innovative maternal and infant health program that provides direct cash support with no strings attached to eligible pregnant individuals and families with newborns, helping reduce financial stress during pregnancy and a child's first months of life. As the local champion organization for RX Kids, Center for Family Health is committed to helping ensure families throughout our community are aware of and able to access this opportunity. Please reach out to our community health worker team with any questions regarding RX Kids.
Family owned and operated, make professional tree care